Peace, 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 everyone. It is your girl Sunshine, shine vibrations out here. Um, Happy belated Father's Day. These celebrations should be daily recognized, I would like to say. But yes, definitely shout out to the fathers. So, yes, this is episode 31, and your girl Shine is now steering this ship dolo. Shouts out to super producer Veep out there relinquishing the reins to me. But I have this dope sister that I am bringing on, and I know she has some fire. Um, she actually was at the Rich Lounge. Shout out to Capri. When I had an erotic episode where my big sis, my shug, Crazy Carla, folks know her as comedian and actress. Sis is a poet too. She don't say she's a singer, but she could sing. She could carry a note. But she was there. She was my guest for that evening. She was in the audience. We was giving it a try because some open mics will be popping up and some poet parties will be hopping around the Rich Lounge. So look for that coming to y'all soon. Um, but I found out through Brother Capri that this sister artist Ashley Nicole is a fire poet, and I just have to say. Sis is, we was cutting it up in the background, I just had to let her know why I was so excited to interview her because sis be talking that shit, okay? When you don't want to hear the the normal advice, the stuff that just it's stuff that's just been regurgitated, not actually felt. You want somebody that's going to talk to you with the dose of reality, and give you some real tools, what I'm saying, and apply them. Sis is also an author, and she has this fire link. If y'all check her out on Facebook, it says entitled I Am. When I say that is fire, it is so fire. I can't wait to have her come from backstage. But I did say I would at least open up with one. And I think I have it here in my phone because I did lose some things and I had to bring them back. But in the meantime, again, shouts out to all the fathers. You know, One thing I want to bring up, people talk so much about the differences between men and women and how we always want to say happy Father's Day to the mothers that is doing it by themselves. And I'm gonna be honest, I got some of those text messages and all of that. And one of my cousins, I love him. Shout out to my cousin Jeff, aka Bubba. Um, he was like, first thing he said was, I know, but still, happy Father's Day because you've been doing it dolo and holding it down and raising them sons of yours by yourself very well. So I don't look for that, but I do understand when people want to give those flowers because I also salute the fathers who really have been single fathers doing it the most. Like, we can't forget there are men out here that have been holding it down, whether they have chosen to or not. Sisters is out here dipping, let's be honest. There's mothers who have disappeared and go back and forth, and the father is left with the kids. Like, these are the type of conversations that aren't brought up. These are all things that we as a people need to heal from as well. So I hope they know and understand how, instead of keep bringing up the division about, oh, mom's this, dad's this. Let's just celebrate the ones that's doing. And let's still salute those who may be slacking, because if you love on them long enough, they'll turn around. You know, and when I mean love on them long enough, I'm speaking on like making sure that that open door stays open. Everybody ain't had it right from the beginning, but give that person an opportunity to get it right, whether it's the mother or the father that is the absent parent. Leave that door open. At least you can stand on your square firm and say that you never was the cause of why that absent parent stayed absent. Because then you can't look at them as the bad guy. You got to wear that weight too. So, with that being said, society's views of a few black men has left a distorted opinion on a lot of you. Not understanding every waking day begins a new battle against the hate that comes from many ways. Yet you rise, shoulders back, head held high like the sun in the sky, deflecting against those who unknowingly want to shine as you do. I salute you. Striving, adding on to the greater self, your luminous aura intangible to those whom rather count the losses than acknowledge you help mentally create bosses, selflessly building, choosing to be present, no matter what the cost is. Happy Father's Days. And let's go. What's up, sis?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. I know you know. I was loving on you extra. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling the truth. Nothing was a lie. It was all honest. You know, getting to do my history, you know, my recon, doing the knowledge on folks, you know, that's the best part about it. If I don't already know you personally as a poet, when I get to go look you up, go see the things and see what you're doing out here, and you've been making waves. You had a partner at one time? Y'all, I seen you had like some videos. You had like a homegirl,
Jaleesa, yes.
Jaleesa.
Yes.
I said, y'all funny too. So let's first tell the people who you are, where you from, and if you want to include your age, by all means, you can share that too.
We're going to leave that part out. But
Come on here now. I tell my age, ain't nothing.
I'm Ashley Nicole. I am originally from Tennessee, but I'm now in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am 33. I started writing when I was 27.
Wait, you started writing? Wow, because you just answered my next question. Okay, see, I like that. So what made you start writing at 27?
My first poem was about, like, I went and bought myself a ring and everything. I was like, I'm enough. Like, I'm worthy. I don't deserve this type energy.
Okay.
I'm about to stop settling. So that's where the first one came from. And once I wrote it, I was like, okay, I kind of like this. And yeah, that kept it going.
That is what's up. Okay, so was it a point that you was experiencing something? Like, what was the catalyst for that? Was it like a collection of things? Because it sounds like it wasn't just about a breakup. Yes. It sounds like this was about life in general.
Yes, it was. Like, working these jobs you don't like and stuff. It was just like, oh my God, I'm so tired of this. Like, this is not life.
Yeah, this can't be life, like the song says. It can't be life. Okay, so segue into the jobs. Would you mind recalling? Only because it's been a lot of this in social media. We've seen a lot. I've actually am mutual friends with the I have a mutual friend with the substitute that had the issue in Rocky Mountain, and my godson was also in the classroom when that happened. I later found out that day.
Wait, what happened?
The substitute that her and the young girl in high
Oh, the
school
kid
went.
that was okay, okay, yeah,
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 that
yeah,
one where everybody says she did, she
yeah,
was exposed. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That was my godson saying, "Oh, he had just walked into class."
Oh snap!
I later found out talking to his mother that that happened at his school. That was his class, and she said, "Didn't you hear him?" I said, "Don't tell me." She said, "Yes." Don't he sound just like his father? So yeah, so you did not have too much. You didn't have the total effect of what the world saw,
Right,
but you had enough.
right.
So would you mind recalling that situation?
You want me to take you back to the day?
Take me back to the day, because I know I saw the post. So let's let the folks know.
Okay, so this not the place I was working at is not a regular school. It was a treatment center. So
Okay.
these kids are have already been kicked out of school because of their behaviors and stuff. So that's what type of time they was on. So the little girl was already, she was like 13. She was already threatening me, like she was gonna whoop my ass, and the other teacher, the other instructor that was in there calling us out our names, and we would just ignore it. And I was just like, okay, child, whatever. So she was already upset for the day for her own reasons. I don't know why.
Okay.
And then they have to do these monthly like reports with the social worker there and stuff. And then the social worker told her that I did her report and exactly everything that I put in it and how I said it and everything. I'm like, why would you do that?
They're not supposed to do that.
She did, told her everything. I was like, now of course she was gonna know it was me or the other lady, but why did you
That
do that?
because that incites something that'll
Yep. So that's what happened. So she came back in on 10 and she was just like, well, I'm tired of you anyway. And then she get up and they was about trying to get her out the classroom and she kicked me. So I knew then it was time for me to go. I was already
Ooh.
about to quit, but that was like,
That was it.
okay,
Like you
God,
done
I hear
spent,
you.
yeah, you done spent past your time. So let me
Yeah.
give you this push.
Yes.
And in the spirit of a kick.
Yes.
Oh man, so I definitely understand, and we are not advocating for violence because you got to start saying these disclaimers. Excuse me now, which I come from an era, like I said, I'm 42. Like you had to have thick skin. We did the dozens jonesing on each other. I've been a big girl
Mm,
all my life. You think telling me I'm fat gonna do something that's gonna hurt my feelings? No,
right.
it's not. Because I never had a problem. Okay. And we're gonna leave that right there. So but you get what I'm saying, right? And it's
Yeah.
just like now it's just, and not saying that it's not real, because yes, things have changed. We have experienced some things that has thrown people for a loop, like mentally too.
Yeah.
So, never discrediting any of those, but just saying in general, like Bernie Mac was on to something. Uncle Bernie was on to something.
Hmm.
What'd he say? America, we some punk ass parents.
Yes.
Cause
Yes.
these little kids, is and
Salt.
and you get soft. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go outside and play in the dirt and climb a tree, thank you that my
Yes.
sons do all of that, cause I make them.
Mhm.
But and it's just that whether people don't believe in it, or they just, it's like still taboo for some people because no one prior to them actually gave them the tools to understand that. A
Mhm.
lot of people our age didn't get the opportunity to feel a certain kind of love, and get it reciprocated, and they don't know how to. And then
Yeah.
that's how you end up with the broken relationships, the broken households, and the broken children. Like it's all a domino
Mhm.
effect, So, and my whole premise with poetry is that it's healing. It serves the soul, it stirs the spirit, and a lot of times you don't know that you could be actually standing up there speaking your truth and also speaking another's,
Yeah.
you know. So, don't you have this journal since we're talking about
I
didn't
have
you
two.
yes. Can we talk about them?
We can.
So, which one did you do first?
This was my first one. It's Journal Through My Journey. It's really a poetry book, but I
Mhm.
put blank pages in it so you can kind of write
I
about.
like that.
Yeah, so you can write well, it's line pages, it's not just blank, but it's line
Yeah.
pages. So you can either write about either one of the poems and how you felt about it, or you can do the prompt that's actually on it, because they have prompts on it. And
Okay.
some of them go with the poems and some of them are just random.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So, if you want, you can tell folks where they can find that before I ask about the next one.
Okay. Well, both of them are on Amazon, or you can go to my page, which is on the my namespace.
Okay. That's artist Ashley Nicole dot
Yes.
com. Y'all got that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so the second one, how
The
far
se-
apart did you release these?
about a year.
A year apart, okay.
Yeah. I did this one in 2021, I think. Or no, 2022, my bad. 2022, and I did this one this year.
Okay. Why not me?
Yes, why not me? And this is a gratitude journal. So
Okay,
this
because
has nothing to do with poetry.
I was about to ask, what's up with the title? I know that's tied into something. Cause
Yeah,
I
it's
like how your mind works. I love it. I love it. I feel like I known you all my life after the little after listening to your poems, watching your performances and stuff. And I just was like, yeah, I think okay, yeah. Let me tell y'all, she was very quiet that night. We met.
I can be. I
She was
am.
very quiet. Like this right now is a totally different side because it's just us ladies,
Yes.
So I think because it's more comfortable with just the sisters on board,
Yes.
not knocking the brothers that was there, shouts out to them, but now it's more on a one-on-one, so we could do what we do. So, what spearheaded this one?
This one, I actually came out with a T-shirt and it has "Why Not Me" on it. So that's why I named the journal that. But this one is kind of like a replica, but it doesn't have poetry in it. So
Gotcha.
I just went off the first one kind of. I'm like, I don't want to keep this going. So this one has line pages, but it also has some writing prompts and like scriptures in it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because I see she does the writing prompts, I like that tell me where you from without saying where you from writing prompt.
Oh yeah. I kind of want to do that one over. Like I want to
Yeah,
do
but
it
yo,
again.
even look, can I put a request? Can we hear that one tonight before the show is over?
I'm like, I'm gonna have to look that up somewhere. That's something I just randomly did.
Yo, when I tell you that one, she said, "You and mine's and probably me too." I said, "Oh yeah," but it be like that.
Right.
I felt that. I was like, "Yo, that's just about in every hood,
Yeah.
across the."
Yeah. And I'm from a small town, so
And
it's
that's
really
usually, and you know what's so funny? Big towns are just bigger replicas of small town stuff.
yeah.
That's all. Because it's the same shit.
Yeah, it is. It is. You just found out about it sooner in the smaller town.
Yeah. Because once it happened there, everybody knew it. It was done. It
Right.
was over. It was a wrap. So, starting at 27, when did you actually start performing?
I did my first performance at 28. And I was only visiting Charlotte because I
Okay.
was trying to figure out if I wanted to come here. But I did it, and I did it on my birthday, on my 28th birthday, the first one,
Oh, and when is this birthday?
February
Okay.
16th.
Okay, okay, you right there. Right there. Okay. So, okay.
It
That
makes sense.
and where yeah, uh-huh. And where were you at when you did this? Was this like a special open mic or
It was an open mic. What is that place called? I know they serve Jamaican food. It's Mama something off Central.
okay, I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't been on that side in a minute because I used to
Yeah.
work over that way, but I have I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I know. So yeah, I wonder if they still doing any open mics over there.
I
But
believe they be having something over there, like music, at least music. I be seeing live music over there.
okay. All right, that's what's up. So, how did it feel your first time sharing, your piece with the world?
I was a nervous wreck when I tell you, and my friend recorded it. So I have the recording, and I'll go back and look at it, like compare it to now. And I'm like, that was horrible. But it is what it is.
Cause it's your so wait, you were shaking through it?
It was fast. I wasn't
Oh,
shaking, but it's
you
like
just spit it
I
like you was
sped
rapid fire
through
with
it.
it.
Yes.
But did they receive it? Did anybody catch it? Because some people's delivery is just like that. Even with erotic poetry, I know some poets that you got to have a good ear to listen to them because they're gonna
Yeah.
spit it off like machine guns, like like
Yeah.
So,
I
but
was getting responses throughout, but it was still like just looking back at them, like that was so fast. Like I didn't even work through it.
yeah, yeah, that once you get over that first time, how soon after that one did you get out on the stage again?
When I actually moved to Charlotte.
Okay, so what was
So
that like?
once I moved here,
Was
I
that like
actually
a year
started.
later?
I
Oh,
moved. Well, it was the end of that year, so almost so the end of that year. But
okay,
once I got here, I actually started looking up stuff and going out.
okay, all right, all right. So, what have been some of the spots that you have performed in around here at the Queen City?
Ooh, I don't even be knowing names of places. We
I
can't.
know that's right. No, and guess what? Let me tell you something. I ain't even mad at you. That means go get that work. That's what you doing. You hungry. You out there. You grinding, sis. That's right. That's what that means. You out there grinding. You like, nah, I'm good. Like, yeah, I was just, the spot over there,
That's how it
two
be
blocks over,
too. That's how it
and
be.
then you gotta call like what the ambiance was. Yeah, they got the chandeliers and they got shit reflecting off the walls.
I done been to Red 28 though a few times, so I
I
do
haven't
remember
been
that.
there. I
Okay.
haven't been there. So yeah, I have so many connections still with Greensboro and Winston and High Point. It's like I always end up getting pulled there. But shout outs to Israel the poet because he has
Oh.
Lyrics and Love Lounge on
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday nights at the section. Woo. I remember the first time I met we was at the Erotic Slam in Durham at the High Theater, and you know that was my first time there kicking it with them. I was there with my peoples, and ever since then, I've been locked in. This is what I was doing back home,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had a writer's block, and then that going out, being amongst people in the arts, I kind of got pulled right back in there. And then people was like, wait, I didn't know you could. And I said, I told you, but you wasn't listening.
What'd you say? I tried to told you.
I tried to told you. When you ask me about, yo, how this sound, what this look like, stuff like that, that's usually what a ear is for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you tell me to listen, whatever it is, because oh yeah, by the way, she has some good vocals, people. Yeah. I'm putting it out there just in case if you don't do pieces where you sing, she could carry a note. Cause she got some where she do a little both. I likes that. She's multifaceted.
Yeah.
But just having the connections and the spaces and bringing healing, the fact that you even took the time to create a journal, and to give back, that just shows so much more, because you don't have to be a poet, but writing for damn sure helps get some things off your chest that you
Yeah.
can't say. Some people don't have the voice. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be silent because you could be loud with your pen and
Yeah.
paper. And that is the beauty of it. And but I usually wait till after. But I think, my excitement is probably like got people like, okay, well, is she gonna let her? So you want to do one before we go into the break?
I'm cool with that. The one I got though, it has music to it. Is that cool if we
Uh,
play this?
that's fine. Look, is it somebody else's music?
No, it's mine.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah. We don't want no problems, no copyrights
I'm
infringements.
like, no, it's mine.
Yeah, nah, chill, boo. It's fine. We good, Suge. We good. So yes, I muted the background. So go on and do your thing, sis.
So this is my traditional woman piece, and this is actually one of my favorites. And honestly, not even because of the words, I just like the beat. Do 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 do. So you claim you want a traditional woman, but you kind of want a traditional woman with a miniature twist. You require her to cook, clean, wash dishes, and your dirty drawers. Someone who works at least part time without splitting the laws. And without a twitch, you have the nerve to ask me if I could pay half on the rent, baby. Well, isn't that about a bitch and a half? All this for an average person doing average Joe shit. You have a lot of commanding demands and requests with the mediocre lies consisting of the mediocre ties to you. And let's not forget about the mediocre sex. And don't get upset. I'm just saying, look, where's my back rubs and my dinner that's served on a platter of hugs and lots of love? I give and you take with zero gain in my favor. A traditional woman, my ass, okay? Because a traditional woman would deserve a traditional man, right? A man with the plan to sweep his lady off her feet. He vows to protect and provide, allowing her to be the best that she can be, to love and to cherish, not treat her like an attendant who was never intended to be flourished with kind passion. So look, before I can finish speaking all of my piece, right, this man gonna stop me to say, well, if you plan on leaving, you see that door right there? Yep. You can go ahead and leave me now. Get on up out of here. If you plan on leaving, I have options, baby. And you can go ahead and leave me now. Oh, you still here? Well, in case you didn't hear me, you can go ahead and leave me now. Goodbye. That's what he told me. But he knew damn well all my shit was packed yesterday. So whatever made him feel better. And don't be looking at me funny. He was trying to be spicy. That dear brother looked me in my face and said, "If you plan on leaving," you heard what he said. What he say? "You can go ahead and leave me now. Bye bye." You know what I told him? Shit, bye. I tried to told you yesterday. That's the problem. You don't listen. I been gone. Stop laughing.
No, because I got to tell you, you just don't know how when I watched you perform this, you was like speaking to my spirit. And it was funny too. Especially when the people in the background, when I saw the clip,
Yeah.
when the people they was like, "What? We ain't leaving. What we doing?" Like, cause in the clip it's only 15 seconds, and if you don't know what you talking about, somebody would think, you know what I mean, like you're like literally like, oh, if you don't want to be here, you could go right now, like
Yes.
cause somebody being rude in the audience or something, you know what I'm saying? But
That's
then
funny.
as
I
I
never thought about that.
yeah, but then as I went through your videos, um I saw where you actually I said, okay, this the whole thing. And then oh, I said, yo, she dope, yo. Like, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. My bad. I done clicked the wrong thing. Um, so I have to ask this though. What was the was this a collection of situations from different sisters, or was this like a personal experience?
It was a personal experience. However, it wasn't my situation. Like, this was a friend I was having a male friend that I was having a conversation with, and he was kind of explaining the type of woman he wanted, and he wanted pretty much like a housewife. And on the outside looking in, I'm like, you like a paycheck away from being homeless, and you're asking a woman to stay at home and clean and cook for you because of your ego. That's how I looked at it. And it's like, how does that? But if you find it, good for you. But that's where it came from.
Well, if you find it, that's good for you. Like, yeah, how you gonna expect for that to happen? Like,
Yes.
we not bashing on you, brothers. We not. We just talking about that one isolated incident, okay?
Yes.
We don't bash on shine vibrations because this is where we want y'all to shine. You feel me? Because some of my poet friends here, you know, it's amazing how they give so much of themselves. And when it's time for them to speak about themselves, they get real.
Oh, wow. That's
They get
true.
real passionate. They get and it's look, it's the brothers too. It's not just the sisters, just poets in general. And that right there, it's like when you think being on stage is their most vulnerable point. No, it's this right here. I can
Hmm.
always tell when it changes, and I'm just like, yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And then I've had a few where I was the first person to ever ask them to be on the podcast, things like that. So, I was like, okay, wow. So this is my first podcast, and I got a lot of people on here that stay first, you know, brought some folks out of retirement. Hope that gave them another extra battery or boost because, we need
Yes.
y'all out here in these streets. Um, I can't find this video that I'm supposed to play. It's not showing up on my end, and I don't know why. But you can go ahead and spit one more until I figure this.
Okay. I can do
Okay.
that. I am a woman above everything else, from the crown on my head that I dare to let slip, to the swish of my walk, from the sway of my hips. I have the strength like no man. I do all that I can. I stand on my own 2 feet. So please do not flee because I have an opinion. Now you can halt and be quiet and allow me to speak because I am a woman. You can hear it in the rhythm of my strong words. I demand understanding, therefore I am not weak. I take the abuse of no one because I am a gift of substance. So you can take me as I am or watch me as I go. I come to you with peace. There's no need to hear me roar. I am a woman. A beautiful, powerful, resilient queen. What you see is not what you get. I have a whole lot in between. I am not some dog in heat seducing people with tricks or treats. My most valuable asset is my mind. And when I became conscious of my consciousness, I realized that I am a woman.
That's the one I was talking about.
Oh,
That's the one that's on your page, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's I see it's like the you looking in the mirror or something, and it says I am, press play, and I press play. That was the first one I listened to of you.
I
That
don't
one.
even know.
Look, see folks, look, see, she just be out here. She just be out here slanging these 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 lyrics, just spitting for y'all. You see this? She just out here giving it, and she just don't keep track. I feel so bad right now that I cannot find this video because it's just not showing on my end, and that is wild. Because it's actually one of my favorite artists that's on blast.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to the bro Yamasani. I'm supposed to be playing your video and it's not showing on my end. Yeah, see, and I would have to get kicked out. Oh, I would have to stall out. So, we'll probably just keep going. We'll have to improvise, and I guess we can edit and add Yamasani in at the end. Okay. So, is there anything particular that you want people to get from your poetry? Like with that one right there, was there something special that you just wanted to give out about yourself? Or was this something that you wanted every woman to be able to hold to?
That that poem actually, like, my sister was going off one day talking about how she was a woman, and that's where that came from. So I really didn't put that much thought into it as far as what I
Mhm.
wanted other people to get from it. But the entirety of it is really just like a place to be heard. Like, you might, like you said, like, you might not can say this out loud, but I can. And
Mhm.
just for other people to feel heard who can relate to it.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. And how have you performed this one?
Mhm.
What is the how did the room take that one?
Oh, they was all into it. The one particular night, they was all into it. They really received the couple of points that I did that night.
That's what's up. Cause it's a reciprocity thing, like, yeah, we have this life in us to get up there to perform, but when we see, that it's being conveyed and it's being received, that gives you that, my favorite line, that
Yes.
extra battery in the
Yes.
back. You feel what I'm
Especially
saying?
men. When I see men like locked in and they be like really into it, I'm like,
Cause
yeah,
you
okay.
probably ain't listening to her next to you, but you listening to me for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be like that because the brothers get up there and do it too. You might not be hearing your dude, but now you done heard it through this brother that got up there, and now on the ride back, you got to be like, baby, you know what? I hear you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
had to hear it from a different way, and it don't be a lot of times the emotions don't allow us to hear certain things. And
Yeah.
sometimes it needs to come from a different outlet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes as they say, hear it with different ears type thing, and anywhere that you can hear a poet to me is like, as I always say, it's healing, it's soul stirring, and you come across the right group of poets that's up there giving it they all. You might done figured out how to figure out whatever you came there with, because a lot of people
Mhm.
go out, broken, trying to drink or smoke the men things, and not realizing that they gonna get healing coming from a poet or from that singer that's up there. You know, um, it's just amazing when you just think you're writing for yourself, regaining yourself, and
Yeah.
to have people walk up to you and be like, "Yo, do you mind that I shared the recording I got because I got a family member that's literally going through this right now,
Mhm.
and I tried to get them to come here and they just couldn't pull themselves out. I need to show them what they missed, but more importantly, like, yo, you gonna make it, like, cause that's what we're the griots. That's what it is. We as a people have gotten away with a lot of things that helped us survive throughout these years. So the poets, it's our job to bring that back. The authors, it's our jobs to bring that back. And you are doing such a fantabulous job of that, I must say.
Thank you.
Do you have another?
I'm a leave it there.
You're gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
So let me just show this, because see, she ain't even mentioned this. Yeah. So are you still offering these services, ma'am?
Yes, I just started this, so I'm
Okay.
excited about it.
Okay, so can you speak on this, please? This is called Ashley Nicole's A Smile Speaks. Would you tell the people?
Oh, so I would like to start servicing and writing for other people. So if you need a written piece for somebody, like if you want to gift them for their birthday or something, hit me up. That's me.
Mm-mm. She about to help y'all get all the groove back, you feel
Right.
me? But it's for all occasions though, you know,
Yes.
all occasions. We not even going, just put it out there like that. And then this picture here. This is the picture when your book first dropped.
Yes.
Okay. See that smile right there? She put her life in her work. You feel me? And it is reflected beautifully. Tell the people how to find you on social media.
Okay, so I changed my Instagram and TikTok. It's all artist Ashley Nicole dot art. It's all artist Ashley Nicole, TikTok and Instagram to make it easier. And my website is artistashleynicole.com.
Okay, okay. So since I didn't get a chance to play the video because I would have had to refresh, it would have kicked me out and all of that stuff. So, Blast is, the platform for independent artists. So, they look for spoken word artists too, and comedians, rappers, singers, you name it. They got spots for y'all on here. Okay. So, if you want to get out there, Ash, we could talk about that too. Come on board, be part
Yes,
of
we
the Blast
can.
family. Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. So, I did, I did do one poem coming in. Um, I didn't get a chance to record this other one that I was going to do, but I guess I could possibly close out with the graduation one as well, because Father's Day all ran in with graduation, and it was a lot of fathers present. When I tell you, looking at the different pictures, excuse me, looking at all of the posts from the dads. Shouts out to my little cousin Layla. She just graduated from Linden High School in Linden, New Jersey. That's my Uncle Mike's one and only baby girl. I call her my Blackberry. She's just my little chocolate baby. Her and my little cousin Contessa, but they not babies no more. They grown. They done got grown on
Mhm.
me. And I ain't even gonna front. I was in my feelings because she specifically asked me to be there for her graduation and I couldn't be there. So like it kind of like, was tugging at me.
Yeah.
And look, and it's still tugging at me a little bit. But it's honest, and I like to show up and be there for my family, if not for nothing, especially, upon request, you know. And also I have to say shout out to my aunt Valerie. That was my father's oldest sister, last sibling surviving. She passed away literally 2 months and 3 days after my father. So, I believe, fathers, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are appreciated, whether regardless of what y'all are going through with your family. If you think for a second it is not, you know what I'm saying, the the right things to say or the right things to do, not for 1 second, one moment allow yourself to not make amends. Okay? Life is too short. We need to make amends. I seen a post that made me crack up. If you still mad at me from junior high school and high school, man, get over yourself. So, because it pulled at me so much and I could not be there for my cousin for her graduation, she was really the conduit for this. So, in a world that doesn't greet me with open arms, I stand here, a graduate full of hopes and charms. But the air feels heavy, burdened with disdain, as if my dreams are deemed unworthy in vain. I walk the path, face the challenges, and strive, yet the world seems to cast me aside. For I am different, a soul not embraced in a society that labels and leaves me misplaced. I've learned the lessons, earned my degree. But will this world truly set my spirit free? Or will it judge me by the color of my skin, by my gender, by my beliefs, and the battles that I've been in? Graduating into a world that doesn't like me, I gather strength from within, resolute and free. For the darkness can't extinguish the fire in my soul, the desire to rise above, to achieve and take control. With knowledge as my shield and passion as my guide, I break down barriers, let my talents collide. For I refuse to be defined by others' narrow sight. I'll rewrite the narrative, stand tall and ignite. In a world that may not understand my worth, I'll prove my value, create my own rebirth. For a graduate I am, and a graduate I'll be, unfazed by the doubts forging my destiny. So let the world judge, let it cast its stone. I'll rise above, confident in my bones. For my education has equipped me to soar, to leave an indelible mark forevermore. Graduating into a world that may not like me, I'll shine brighter with the resilience and glee. For I am the change, the voice that will rise. A graduate, unyielding, reaching for the skies. Peace, 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 y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, being locked in with your girl, Sunshine. Thank you so much, artist
Thank
Ashley
you.
Nicole, for finally coming through. And we gonna be linking up, for the things we was talking about in the
Hmm.
background. I got you on the list. So folks slide through.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so y'all see the tag. Shout out to myself, Sunshine Vibrations, blast24music.com if you would like to be on the show. Cash App at Sunshine, that's SUN8HINE Cromwell, because we're going to start doing some open mics, sponsoring some different events. And who knows, eventually the goal is to create my own slams. You feel me? So let's go. Let's get it. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.